Well, that's a very, very odd thing that's happening. Code 32. And we are back to here. Wow. Third time dying at the exact same spot. Let's go again this way. Sixth Sense. Random number 0. So this again. Okay. Then if you wish to accept the offer, yes. Oil. Ice Barbarian. If you wish to fight, yes. Okay, he lost a lot more. So 20. If you wish to attack, if you grab the child and try to escape, yeah. Sixth Sense. Then you wish to cut loose the equipment by your stage. Tracking. Okay. Explore 100 yards of the rock. Well, I don't see where you are supposed to find the key to the door. Okay. 7. If you wish to investigate the chamber, yes. Well, this time let's try to attack them. If you wish to attack them, yeah. The two men stare at you in horror and fumble for their weapons. You have killed one of them before the other attempts to fight back. He is desperate and attacks you with great fury. You will have to fight him to the death. Okay. Well, he's dead. You make a quick search of the bodies and discover that one of them has a triangle of blue stone hanging by a chain around his neck. If you wish to keep this item, put the chain around your neck and mark it as a special item. Finally. Blue blue triangle. Inventory. Also, you find a fire sphere. Okay. Then 46. If you wish to search, no. If you decide to press, yep. Tracking. Then the left tunnel. Okay, finally. If you wish to cross the IC, stop. Okay. We search the room. We find the box. We open the box. We find a diamond in it. Then we go to the door. But we find some kind of crystalline snake. We decide to fight it. Okay. Then we find the ornate key. We decide to take it. Ornate silver key. You lost 1 endurance point, but we regain it just the next chapter. Well, here we are. If you possess a blue stone triangle, yes. Okay, let's save right here. Let's make it a save. Because I don't want to redo all the thing again. I think we earn some kind of save right here. Can I do that? No. Save. Okay, so we mark all I have right now. Let's see. Mind blast, confessing and tracking. Okay. I have 45 gold. Comes for herb. Special ration. I have this. A triangle of blue stone. Biosphere. Diamond. And an ornate silver key. And also I have back now oil on me. Okay. Well, it's saved. Okay, 1. Removing the bluestone triangle from around your neck, you press it into the granite wall. It is a perfect fit. You immediately feel a tremor running through the ledge on which you are standing, followed by the grinding noise of a stone upon stone. The door opens, but after it has opened less than 3 feet, it begins to close. Without a moment's hesitation, you dive into the fortress and the door crashes shut behind you. You may still keep the blue stone triangle. You need not erase it from... Okay. Inventory. Better this way. Okay. Progression. The corridor in which you now stand is far warmer than the icy cavern outside. For the first time in many days, you can lower the hood of your cloak and remove your mitten without risking frostbite. You notice that the stone passage ascends to a landing where another passage branches off to the east. Mlar bows hang at the regular intervals along the arcade ceiling, their unnatural light illuminating the cavern walls. As you approach the landing, you notice an archway leading into a small room beyond. A strange sight meets your eyes. Ragged fuse, pottery shards, and the debris of hundreds of years seem to have been thrown into this chamber. A large lever protrudes from the wall beside the archway. If you wish to enter the room and investigate the contents, if you wish to pull the lever, if you wish to explore eastward along the passage. Well, let's not pull the lever. Just investigate, I think. After 10 minutes of searching the room, you discover an old fur backpack and a long coil of rope. You may take the backpack only if you do not already wear one. The rope counts as 2 backpack items, as it takes up extra space. Okay, rope. Finally satisfied that there is nothing else of value in this junk-filled room, you leave and continue exploration along the east passage. You soon reach the bottom of a flight of broad stone steps that ascends northward to a landing, 30 feet above. The center of each step had been worn smooth by the feet of the countless creatures that once inhabited the lower level of the cold Ikea. As you climb, you wonder how long you will remain undetected. So far you have neither seen nor heard any other living soul in these deserted passages. You have the element of surprise on your side. You now pray that Vonotar is unprepared for an intruder from the depth of his own fortress. You reach the landing and pass through an empty hall towards the darkened archway beyond. Here the passage splits and branches off toward the east and west. You are hungry and you must now eat a meal. Well, I have one. If you wish to take the east passage, if you decide to take the west. Let's take the east or west. Let's take the west passage. You have been walking along the passage for less than 5 minutes when it veers sharply northwards. Just ahead to your left you can see a large stone door. The lever is up and the door is closed. You wish to pull the lever and open the door. You wish to continue northward. Let's open the door. The stone portal creaks open but grins to an abrupt hole halfway across. The gap is a little over 2 feet wide and you are only just able to squeeze through to the chamber beyond. Whoa, that's dangerous. The air in the room is cold and stale. This chamber has obviously lain undisturbed for many thousands of years. Stone shelves are stacked high with bottles and flasks. On a table in the center lies a beautiful pack full of different colored potions. You wish to examine the ancient potion. You wish to leave the chamber. Yeah, let's examine the potion. The pack contains 4 ornate glass vials. They are all red, orange, green, and black liquids. Which one do you wish to examine? You may only examine each liquid once. The pack may be used as a backpack unless you already possess one. Okay. Let's see. Let's start with the red one. Whipping the green from the stopper, you unscrew it and carefully sniff the red liquid. If you have the Kai discipline of eating, you recognize the liquid to be a distilled laum spur, a herb of great healing properties. This concentrated potion is powerful enough to restore 5 endurance points. If you wish to keep this vial, remember to mark it. Oh, nice. Laum spur potion. 5. Return to number 10. The orange one. The stopper in the vial is jammed and you have to take great care to not break the slender glass neck. It gradually loosens and you sniff the orange liquid. Few have the Kai discipline of 6th sense. Yes. Recognize the potion to be distilled alether, a potion of strength. Oops. Increase their combat skill in battle, and there is enough concentrated alether in the vial to increase your combat skill by 4 for the duration of one combat. For it to be effective, you must swallow it immediately before your fight. If you wish to keep this vial, mark it. Oh, nice. Return to 10. The green one. You manage to remove most of the hardened wakes that cover the stopper, and ease the reluctant seal from the fragile glass stem. If you have the Kai discipline of animal kinship, or if you have reached the Kai rank of aspirant, you are skilled in 6 Kai. Well. Yes. Or above. Recognize the aroma of a concentrated gallows brush, or sleep tooth, as it is commonly called in Summerland. This is the thorny briar your Kai master once used to induce sleep when tending to ill or injured horses. This distilled brew made from the plant is a very powerful sleeping potion. You wish to keep the potion? Yes. Okay. And the last one. The stopper is sealed with wax. If you wish to break the seal, you must risk smashing the thin glass of the vial. If you wish to attempt to break the seal, if you are suspicious of the content of not wish to risk breaking the vial, leave it and return to 10. Well, I don't want to risk that. You must leave the chamber now. Okay. You notice that the ceiling and walls of the corridor are covered with strange carvings. They seem to depict small cyclones or tornadoes gradually changing shape into almost human form. Without puzzled by the strange hieroglyphs, you continue until you reach a point where the tunnel takes a sharp right turn. Only a few feet along the northern wall is another stone door. A lever in the wall next to it is raised and the door is firmly closed. Several yards further ahead, a flight of steps disappear upward. Investigate the door or continue upstairs. Well, let's investigate the door. We have to search everywhere in this place. We don't know where is hidden the mage that we need to capture. You depress a lever and the stone door slides aside to reveal a large chamber. It is cold, stale, and empty except for a granite chest lying near the east wall. If you wish to make a close examination to the chest. Yes? Wow, this is a looting place. The face of a grotesque and distorted creature adorned the surfaces of the chest. Their obscene expressions and unnatural proportions make you shudder with revulsion. Set into the center of the lid is a large stone block carved with a hideous face, the mouth of which is shaped around a keyhole. If you possess an ornate silver key, yes, I do. You insert the key and turn it clockwise. A click confirms that it works. Slowly the shank of the key slips from your grip and disappears in the lock, and the great stone lid opens to reveal a magnificent silver helm. Remember to erase the ornate key. Okay. If you have the Kai discipline of Sixth Sense, if you don't have it, I think you have to restart from the beginning because this is so important. You sense that this helm has magical properties that can aid you in combat. You detect no evil surrounding this item or the stone chest in which it lies. If you wish to take this helm and put it on, let's try. Despite its size, the silver helm feels light and comfortable. Mark it on your action chart as a special item. Silver helm. If you are already wearing another helmet, you must discard it if you wish to keep the silver helm. If worn during combat, it will increase your combat skill by 2. Ooh. Silver helm. +2. Okay, the lid of the chest slowly closes and you leave the chamber. Elated by your magnificent discovery, you continue along the corridor and explore the staircase ahead. Wow, I'm trying to be very well equipped. You climb over 100 stone steps before arriving at a narrow landing. Yeah, I want to save. But so well equipped. That's crazy. If you have the Kai discipline of Sixth Sense tracking or hunting, add 3 to this number. 10. Nice. And I feel lucky also. To your right, you notice that a stone door is cunningly concealed by an intricate wall carving. A close examination of the carving reveals the lever. If you wish to pull this lever, if you do not wish to pull the lever, you may continue climbing the stair. Well, let's try to pull the lever. Until now, pulling a lever was the best thing to do. The stone door moves slowly to one side. It reveals a narrow archway that is full of billowing and swirling mist, hiding whatever it is that lurks beyond. You notice a severe drop in temperature. If you have the Kai Discipline Sixth Sense, and if you have reached the Kai rank of Guardian, oh, I am a Guardian. You have the skill 7. Okay. You can sense the presence of a powerful life force beyond the misty arc. As you concentrate, you suddenly recall a tale told to you when you were a small child. The legend of the Vagadim Gate. This was a tale of ice demons and how they once fought a war to be able to leave their world and come to Kalte. They were formless creatures without shape and substance, and existed as a pure energy in another dimension, beyond the confines of space and time. The ice demons discovered the Vagadim Gate, a sort of door between their world and Magnamond. They fought each other to enter this gate, unaware of the fate that awaited them. The Ancient had also discovered the gate, as the ice demons passed through the Vagadim. Their spirits were imprisoned in crystals by the cunning Ancients, who harnessed the power of the ice demons to build Ikaya. The Mlar bows that light the fortress each contained the spirit of lesser ice demons trapped within. You also remember that the tale warns against destroying the crystal prisons. If an ice demon is released, it will seek to claim the body of its rescuer. Forewarned by your Kai skill, you enter the Misty Arc. Oh. Interesting. You enter a massive chamber, ill-lit and icy cold. A hidden temple of the ancients. The floor is made from slabs of quartz and granite and is littered with rock and ice. Your eye followed a line of tall pillars leading toward a sacrificial altar set into an alcove in the northern wall. Upon this altar lies a strange statue, which seems to be carved from smooth white stone. At its head and feet, black staves rest upright in holes bored in the altar stone. To the left of the altar there is a darkened archway, through which a flight of stairs ascend out of view. If you wish to cross the temple and advance toward the staircase, if you wish to cross the temple floor by stepping only on the quartz flagstone, if you wish to cross the temple by stepping only on the granite flagstone. Wow. Okay, I think this choice is very important. There is a dead choice right here. If you take the wrong one, you're dead. So the floor is made from slabs and quartz and granite, and is littered with rock and ice. Your eye follows a line of tall pillars leading toward a sacrificial altar set into an alcove in the northern wall. Upon this altar lies a strange statue, which seems to be carved from smooth white stone. At its head and feet, black staves rest upright in all, bored into the altar stone. To the left of the altar stone is a darkened archway. You wish to cross the temple by stepping only on the quartz, only on the granite. Okay, let's step only on the granite. You carefully make your way across the temple floor until you are standing next to the altar. The statue seems cold and lifeless, but you sense that someone or something is trapped within. You can almost hear their desperate cries for release. If you wish to strike the statue with a weapon, no. If you do not possess weapon or if you wish to leave the temple, head toward the northern archway. Yes, I want to do that. As you pass through the archway, you notice a lever set into the dark stone wall. You pull it and a door slides across, sealing the temple beyond you. The temperature is warmer and you can hear a low, rumbling sound somewhere in the distance. Ahead, you can see a light at the end of a dark passageway. You discover that it is shining out of an oblong portal, close to the floor, through which you can see a corridor 10 feet below. If you wish to squeeze through the portal and drop into the corridor, if you decide to continue along the passage. Okay. See a light at the end of the dark passageway. You discover that it's shining out of an oblong portal, close to the floor, through which you can see a corridor 10 feet below. Through the portal and drop into the corridor. Decide to continue along the passage. Discover that it is shining out of an oblong portal, close to the floor. I don't understand this sentence. That it is shining out of an oblong portal, close to the floor. What does that mean? There is a portal close to the floor. Discover that it is shining out of an oblong portal close to the floor, through which you can see a corridor 10 feet below. Set to continue along the passage. Okay, let's explore. Until now, that was a very good idea to explore, so let's continue. Holding your equipment and your breath, you try to land as quietly as you can on the dusty floor of the corridor. Unfortunately, you twist your ankle in a fall and cannot stiff a yield of pain. Okay. Then, to your horror, you see an ice barbarian seated less than 30 feet away to your left. His head is slowly turning in your direction. However, a quick glance to your right reveals another corridor heading north, less than 15 feet from where you kneel. Do you have the Kaida discipline of camouflage? Yeah, I have it. The stone... well, let's go back. If you have the Kaida... Okay, if you do not have this skill, you can try to run. Okay. The stone walls of the corridor are covered with strange carving which cast deep shadows. Using your skill, you hide yourself in their gloom. The ice barbarian walks slowly towards you, his movement tense and unsteady. Your skin crawls as you notice for the first time his white pupil-less eyes. Holding your breath, you pray that he has not seen you. 0. Well, you don't stand a chance. Anyway. The ice barbarian passes within 6 inches of your hiding place. He pauses before walking back along the corridor. You breathe a sigh of relief. You have not been discovered. If you wish to escape on tiptoe along the northern corridor, if you wish to attack the ice barbarian from behind. Yes, let's attack him. Maybe he has some kind of key or I don't know. Last time I didn't attack someone. He has a very important item, so I don't want to miss my chance. Due to the surprise of your attack, you strike twice before the ice barbarian can react. You do not lose any endurance point during the first 2 rounds of a combat. If the ice barbarian is still alive for the 3rd round of combat, he draws a bronze scimitar and attack you. He is immune to Mind Blast. Well, I think he's dead. Stand no chance. He will be dead in 2 blows. For sure. 1 and 2. Yeah, he's dead. A tooth-encrusted bone sword lies at the barbarian's side. You may take this weapon if you wish. You search his body and also discovered a gold bracelet on his left wrist. Okay, nice. I'm starting to understand what to do. There is an aura of power encircling the gold bracelet that makes you feel uneasy. The Ice Barbarians rely on tooth and bone for their weapon because there are no mines in Kalte. Not only gold, but all metals are considered rare and precious. You have never heard of the Ice Barbarian trading their furs for any metal other than steel. Jewelry is of no interest in these hard and cruel hunters. You suspect that this bracelet was worn by force and not by choice. If you wish to take and wear the gold bracelet, no, I don't want. If you decide to leave it, make your way along the corridor. Yeah. Turning a corner, you breathe a sigh of relief. Behind you, all is silent. But you become aware that the low rumbling sound you detect earlier is much louder in this corridor. A few yards along to your left, a short passage leads to the closed stone door. If you wish to investigate the door, yes, I want to investigate it. I will open all the door in this citadel. There is a lever in the wall and a spy hole in the center of the door. Peering through the spy hole, you see a strange sight. A man in a dark robe is kneeling in the center of the pentacle chalk on the floor of the chamber. His head is bowed and seems to be in trance. If you wish to pull the lever and open the door. Yes? As the stone door grinds open, the man jerks his head back in surprise. Who's there? He whispers, in a thin, strangled voice. His eyes glint from beneath the shadow of his rugged hood. Suddenly he seems to recognize you and jumps excitedly to his feet. The god be praised, okay, lord. My name is Tygon. I am a merchant from Ragadorn. The Ice Barbarian kidnapped me in Juk and brought me here. I now await an audience with their new Brumalmark, the Storm-Landing sorcerer they call Vonotar. It seems that he shall decide my fate, but if you free me from this sorcerer pentagram, I'll aid you as best as I can. You recognize the pentagram to be a circle of binding, a magical prison that can only be broken from the outside. You can easily wipe away from part of the circle and free this man. If you have ever visited Ragadorn, you can ask him some simple question about the city, to allay any suspicion you may have about who he claims to be. Oh, nice! Nice! I visited Ragadorn in the last book. So yeah, let's try this. If you wish to ask who the current ruler of Ragadon, if you wish to ask the name of the river that divides Ragadon into east and west, if you wish to ask the name of the tavern in Barnacle Street. Well, I think I remember the answer of this one and this one, so which one is better? Maybe the name of the tavern? The man hesitates and then answers, why, the Rusty Anchor Inn, of course. Well, I don't remember. What's that, the Rusty Anchor Inn? Wow, my memory is so bad. I have a doubt about that. Not sure it was Rusty Anchor Inn. There was no Rusty Anchor Inn in this city, in Ragadan. It was another name. Well, what do I risk by realizing him? I'm very powerful. He can do nothing against me. Let's release him. But well, if I release him, what can he do for me? Yeah, what can he do for me? Really? I will release him and then what? He's just a merchant? And that's suspicious. Why a merchant from Ragadan will have... No, that's so strange. I think I shouldn't release him. And if he's just a merchant, why do a pentagram around him? That makes no sense. It was not Rusty and Core Inn. I don't remember this name. Yeah. Okay, I won't release him. I have a bad feeling about this guy. There is too much thing that point that he's not what he seems to be. On the west wall of the corridor you see another stone door, with a small spy hole cut in the center revealing a cell on the other side. An old man is huddled in a far corner of the cell, his face and hair matted with blood and dirt. His blue robes are so filthy that the crescents and stars embroidered on them are almost totally obscured. If you wish to open the cell, yeah, I won't. This one looks legit. Upon my soul, a Kai Lord, he exclaimed, his eye now wide with astonishment. Oh, I'm praying for freedom, for deliverance from this infernal place. My thought hope never deserted me. I never expected such an illustrious rescuer. In the middle of his excitement, the old man is suddenly disturbed by a fit of coughing that leaving him pale and exhausted. It is a few minutes before he can speak again. My name is Lo Ikimar. I am an elder of the Magician Guild of Turan, he says slowly, removing a small crystal star pendant, the symbol of the guild from beneath his tattered robes. The guild is known as the Brotherhood of the Crystal Star, and the magician shows his pendant as proof of his identity. You ask him how we came to be imprisoned here in Nikaya, many hundreds of miles from his native Turan. Vonotar, that unspeakable wretch, is responsible for my plight. Day before the Dark Lord invasion of Summerland, he betrayed your Kai Masters to win power, the black power of death and darkness. However, he failed to play his part in the war plans his evil masters had led. The Dark Lord do not tolerate such weakness. Mercy has no place in their brutal minds. In the bitterness of defeat, they sought to destroy Vonotar for his crime of failure. Vonotar knew that I possessed the only means to effect an escape from their vengeance, for my guild staff has the power of teleportation. He tried to steal it and flee to the safety of Ikaya by himself. But he learned that its power is not for all men to share. Only I am blessed by its secret. He was angry and would have murdered my kinspeople had I not agreed to bring him here. So I had no choice but to do so. Okay, so that means the previous prisoner was, I think, someone sent by the Dark Lords. So means it was a good idea to not free him. Yeah. Ever since I've been a prisoner in this cell, Vonotar has tortured my body and my mind. But I have not divulged the secret of my guild staff, which is now keeps in the hall of the Brumal Mark. For if I were to tell him, my life would no longer be of any value. Okay, so we can use the staff to go back to the capital. It's nice. You tell Lord Kimar of your mission and of the events that have led to your meeting. He offers to show you a route through Ikaya to the Hall of Brumalmark, where Vonotar now resides as ruler. And if you can retrieve his guild staff, he promises to teleport you to the coast in time to rendezvous with your ship. For the first time since you fell into the Caverns of Kalte, you feel confident that your mission can now succeed. Yes, I feel very confident about that. I'm overstuffed. Right now. I have all I want. I also have a potion to heal me. I have 2 potions to heal me. I have a potion for the fight. I have a magical silver helm. A fire sphere diamond. Well, I'm coated with Bacnar oil. I have the summer sword. Magical spear. Wow. I fear nothing. Only instant death. If you possess a glowing crystal, well, I said I have everything, but I don't have the glowing crystal. Oh no! Oh snap. Each time you see this kind of question, the bad answer leads to death. Well, follow me, say Lo Kimar. I've listened to the sounds of Ikaya for over a year, and the secret sliding door of the hidden routes here are no mystery to me. I have learned more about these corridors and passages from the confine of my cell than Vonotar has discovered with all his cunning. You follow the old magician through a network of secret passages and tunnels, up long flight of stairs and into chambers dark and cold. At the top of one very steep staircase you come to a stone door. A strange, sickly smell is seeping from a small spy hall. The kitchen, whispered Luakimar, showing his distaste for Ikaya cuisine by sticking out his tongue and grimacing. You can see that this secret door opens next to the fireplace in which burns a roaring fire. Hanging over the fire is a large stone cauldron of gruel. 2 wise barbarians sit at a table nearby with empty bowls in front of them. If you possess the potion of black grave weed, if you possess a potion of green gallow brush. Yes, I have the potion of green gallow brush. You take the potion from the backpack and carefully open the door just wide enough to be able to empty the contents of the vial into the bubbling cauldron. You do not have to wait long for the ice barbarians to fall asleep after their meal. Okay. The kitchen small and surprisingly well stocked with herbs. These are from the trading post of Juk, says Loa Kimar, peering closely at the labelled jars, several of which he crammed into his pockets. Opening 2 herbs jars, he mixes the contents and offers them to you. It will give you the strength, Lone Wolf, he says. You eat the dry leaves and feel a warm glow radiating through your body. Okay. We're on the same level as the hall of the Brumal Mark, whispered Loakimar, peering through a crack in the kitchen door. It's at the end of this corridor. 2 ice barbarians stand beside the jewel-encrusted doors that lead to the great hall. They are covered from head to toe in strange bone armor, and armed with crystal swords. The old wizard steps back from the door and says, We must deal with them silently and swiftly. He takes 3 jars from his pocket and muttered a strange incantation as he mixes the content together in a stone bowl. There is a pitcher of water on the table. He splashed a few drops onto the herb, and wisps of blue smoke arise. This will silence the guards if we can move it close enough to them. If you have the Kai discipline of camouflage, Luakima hands you some strips of cloth with which to plug your nostrils. You take a deep breath, pick up a bowl of smoking herbs, and leave the kitchen, using your Kai discipline of camouflage to blend in with the shadow of the corridor. You edge your way nearer and nearer to the unsuspecting guard. You leave the bowl in the shadow of a pilaster and return to the kitchen to wait for it to take effect. In less than a minute, the ice barbarians collapse to the floor, and you approach the hall of the Bromal Mark undetected. You are delighted to discover that one of the doors is unlocked. Preparing yourself for attack, you gently push the door ajar and enter Vonatar's chamber. Wow. The hall of the Brumal Mark is a vast chamber constructed of crystal blocks rising to a central plateau. On this stand the Brumal Mark throne, as old as Ikaia itself. There, Vonotar sits surrounded by the tomes and eldritch trapping of a necromancer. He's wrapped in study and does not see you enter the hall. It remains obvious to your presence until Wakimar sneezed. "You dare disturb me?" he hisses, rising from the Brumalmark's throne, his eyes searching for an intruder. Upon seeing you, he emits a horrified gasp and fumbles for his bagstaff. He has the look of a criminal who has been discovered in the act of some dreadful crime. Quickly you raise your weapon and begin to climb the crystal pyramid. You know that you have little time to reach him if you are to overpower and capture him alive. You reach the edge of the plateau in time to see a wide circle of blocks descending around the throne. Between you and Vonotar, a deep moat is forming. Then, from the depth of the moat, you hear a ghastly, inhuman gibbering. You brace yourself for combat but are totally unprepared for the horror that now faces you. From out of the dark slithers a huge, ghoulish green monster. Its deformed head is a mass of tentacles and suckers that ooze a putrid black slime. At the center of this writhing mass of hideous yellow eye pulsates Vonotar. Vonotar has control over this monster and is directing it towards you. If you possess an effigy, no. Wow, I missed so much thing. If you do not possess an effigy but do possess the Summer Sword, yeah, I possess the Summer Sword. So yeah, you're supposed to have the Summer Sword at this stage. That's good. What an effigy when you have the Summer Sword. The tentacle roar rises from the moat and attacks you. You glimpse Vonotor raising his black staff and fixing his gaze towards Luakimar. He is attacking the old magician with his mind force. You realize that if Luakimar is killed, the secret of the guild staff will die with him. Before you can do anything else, you must fight the monster to the death. This is an Akra Neonor, one of the undead. Remember to double all endurance points lost by this enemy during the combat due to the power of the Summer Sword. Okay. And is not immune to Mind Blast. Okay. So. Wow. 50 damage in one hit. The hell is that? The monster was completely destroyed by the sword. If you win the combat in 5 rounds or less. Yes. Was win in 1 round. As the vile Akra Neonor quivers and dies, Vonotar breaks off mind combat and runs back toward the Brumalmark throne. Luakimar is badly shaken but he has survived the ordeal. He quickly joins you at the edge of the moat and casts a handful of herbs down into the darkness. Within seconds, a mass of vines and creeper coil upward to form a bridge. You are halfway across the bridge when Vonotar suddenly reappears, a crystal rod held high in his hand. He takes aim at the mass of creepers and a chilling cone of frost hurtles from the rod tip. If you possess a summer sword, yes. So I'm immune to magic. You point the summer sword toward Vonotar's crystal rod. In an instant the cone of frost arcs away from the bridge and shatters against the golden sword. You hear Vonotar curse you as, and again, the power of the summer sword saves you from its destructive power. Your time has come, shouts a voice, but it is Luakimar and not Vonotar who now speaks. A knock of herbs flies through the air and hits Vonotar squarely in the chest. In an instant, the hunchback wizard is engulfed in a tangle of vines that ensnare him from head to toe. Luakimar bridges the moat with more creeper and joins you on the platform. Be sure to remove his ring and amulet, he says as he busily searches for his guild staff. He is a master of trickery. We would not want him to miss the special homecoming that awaits him in Summerland. You marvel at the old man's composure. After such a desperate fight, he seems completely unruffled. Oh, here she is. He announces triumphantly as he withdraws his guild staff from beneath the Brumalmark throne. You pass him your map of Kalte and point out the location of the cardinal. "I'll not be needing that," he replies, a little contemptuously. "Maps are invariably wrong. I prefer to rely on my own sense of direction." The old magician raises his staff, and a dazzling beam of light shoots from his tip. He makes 3 wide sweeps on the air, and the whole of Brumalmark is transformed into an umbrella of color. As the colors fade, you become aware of a sudden drop in the temperature. You now stand upon the chalky ice shelf of a point less than half a mile from where the cardinal lies at anchor. Luakimar and Vonotar are close by, both shivering in the chill morning air. Within minutes you are sighted by the ship's lookout and a longboat is dispatched. As a wrangling Vonotar is hoisted unceremoniously aboard the cardinal and deposited in the brig, the captain is the first to congratulate you on your skill and daring. But how did you manage to return so quickly?" he asked incredulously. "We were not expecting you for another 10 days. "Let us say," interrupts Luakimar, "that the wisdom of the Kai and the law of the Magician Guild can surpass the limitation of even time itself." A puzzled expression crosses the captain's face, but it is gradually replaced by a smile as you begin to understand the magician's curious answer. Your journey to Enskaven is swift, but you are saddened by your memories of the brave guides that were left behind. Your arrival in the port is greeted by an anxious crowd. They fear that your early return is a sign of your mission failure. When the news of Vonotar capture become known, your warrior's skill are required once again. This time in the defense of your enemy against the seething mob of outraged some landing at assault and Scaven goal. Safe passage is eventually secured to Toran, where trial awaits the traitor. Upon the dawn of the feast of Mace Morn, in the depth of the guild hall of the Crystal Star, Vonotar the traitor is tried by his brotherhood and found guilty of his terrible crimes. He is led away in silence to the deepest chamber of the guild hall, wherein lies the Dazion, a portal of total darkness, the door of the eternal prison, from which there can be no escape. You are the avenger of his crimes, and it is you who cast the wretched traitor in the limbo of Dazion. Your mission is now completed. You have survived the Caverns of Kalte and freed Summerland from the menace of Vonotar. But the heat of battle and the challenge of a new and desperate quest awaits you in Book 4 of the Lone Wolf series entitled The Chasm of Doom. Whoa! Well, that was a very, very good adventure again. Wow, so many things happen. Oh. It was a very difficult book. I mean, I died 3 times. But finally, the last time was a good one. I managed to go to the end without many problems. Well, I can't wait to play the 4th book now. But this will be for another time. So I hope you enjoy the stream and the video. And maybe see you on the next book, The Chasm of Doom. Well, bye!